Hey there friends, I'm in the third dimension now. Anyway, we like Power Rangers, right? We also like the comics, right? I'm glad you agree. I hope you agree. Look, I'm just taking a guess, okay? I'm not psychic and I can't see the future. Or can I, Jeremy? No, I can't. I just took a guess out there that one of you guys is named Jeremy. I'm JT, and I'm currently in the skin of DINO Thunder Red. And between this and the thumbnail, I'm pretty sure you can figure out what today's theme is, right? DINO Thunder and comic books. It's no big secret that the recent comic books published by Boom Studios are kind of a big deal, right? With a live-action series on standby for now, they're all that's keeping the brand in the public's perception. The series has had terrific momentum all throughout its run, and with the new books and stories coming out regularly, Boom Studios seems to know this. So why are we stuck with the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger era? Yeah, I'm jumping into that discussion right off the bat. Wish I didn't have to, but it's an elephant in the room when it comes to Boom Studios. Yes, other eras are recognized and referenced, yet they take a heavy backseat every time they show up. And to be as fair as possible, I do think there's an attempt to break away from MMPR with the likes of their latest series, Ranger Academy, which is completely original, following a plucky young girl and her friends in a new place where young Power Ranger cadets are trained to become full-on Power Rangers. So tangent aside, why am I here? Well, I want to do for DINO Thunder what was done to Mighty Morphin. That's right, much like I did with the Ben 10 video a while ago, I'm going to speculate and pitch my version of what a Boom Studios DINO Thunder series could look like. So strap in folks, cause I'm so obsessed with this idea here, you have no idea. I have so many ideas. Only a few of which made it into this video. First off, we need to establish a bit of continuity. Where, during DINO Thunder, will our story take place? Initially, I was going to keep it super vague, like the MMPR comics, so that I wouldn't have to worry so much about it. However, unlike MMPR, DINO Thunder is a very tight 38 episode season, as opposed to 155 episodes. In about every other episode, DINO Thunder had some kind of progression in the plot or characters that would make it difficult to find a status quo place to set a long-running story. MMPR was very episodic in nature, with most episodes ending with a life lesson learned type beat before things went on as usual. So it's much easier to play around while adhering to mostly canon events. Still, something so trivial won't stop us. I know exactly where I want to start the story. At the very end! More specifically, at the end of episode 36, A Test of Trust, the third episode from the last of the series. I figured that between it and episode 37, there's a sweet spot for story potential that can be tapped. And yeah, I got some stories to tell. I'll need the characters to be well established outside of their TV counterparts, with stories all on their own. We'll also completely ignore the proper ending moving forward, so consider this an alternate timeline. So let's not stall, true believers! Wait, no, that's the wrong company. May the power protect you, my friends! Let's just get right into the meat of things. Characters! Connor McKnight, Ethan James, Kira Ford, Tommy Oliver, Trent Fernandez Mercer, Mezagog. These guys make up the most important players to talk about. Though I'm sure we could squeeze in some side cast as well. Maybe, probably. I'll think about it. I will, however, keep these relatively brief with broad strokes for future characterization, because I just have so much more I want to talk about after. So to start us off, we're talking the jock of the Red Rangers, Connor McKnight. Through the series, Connor's big thing was becoming a better person. At the start, he's a massive, airheaded, misogynistic jock, and throughout the series, he learns how to become less shallow and more sincere. So with him there at the start of the comic, let's challenge it a bit. Make Connor walk the walk of being a better person. And now, let's add some more layers to this. I want our boy to struggle to be a better person and a better leader, while also dealing with his family and his curricular status. I want to stack the pressure onto him, and make Connor show us why he's the Red Ranger, and the one with all these powers. And yes, you did hear me right before. Family and school stuff will also play a part in this. We don't see any of the Rangers' family outright, so we're going to fix that. The world no longer perfectly revolves around these kids as Rangers. As such, their families and other responsibilities will be given the proper spotlight. This will also extend to Dr. O himself, Tommy Oliver. In PR comic canon, I believe this part in his life he's taken a break from his girlfriend Kat. Yeah, we're gonna change that too. Not drastically, but I do think it'd be interesting to see them reconnecting and getting back together at this stage. It would also be nice to see Tommy interact with someone on the loving level, whom he can confide in over all the ranger business. Someone who's been there with him in the trenches with arguably just as much experience and knowledge. I think putting Tommy in this new happy relationship would help give him a new angle for his character, especially when the drama starts because of his responsibilities as a ranger. But what I really want to get at with Tommy is I want to see him reevaluate why he fights as a ranger. Does he do it to protect the people and what he loves? Or does he do it for the thrill of being a ranger? Is he as heroic as everyone believes him to be, or is he really just addicted to the powers? All questions that spring up, forcing Tommy to buckle down on what really matters to him. Next we have Ethan James, the Blue DINO Thunder Ranger. Recently, Power Rangers has been placing colors of Rangers into tighter boxes of characterization. For Blue, they've been recontextualized as primarily problem solvers. For Ethan, this is absolutely perfect. Throughout the entire series, he's not only the tech guy, but the one with the most creative solutions. So let's test his abilities to solve even more. Better yet, let's test this along with his temper. I want to put Ethan into situations that would make him furious. I want to see how he deals with the consequences of his anger and rash decisions. I want to see how he'll grow and learn from them. I'm super excited to try and explore these aspects of Ethan's character in compelling ways. And we'll also throw in some family drama in there for him. Which I'll do the same for Kira too, who is ripe for potential with more character-focused stories around the concept of family. Many of her stories in the original show were about finding confidence in herself and who she is. So of course, I'd love to double down on that. Like Connor, I want to see how she manifests her self-confidence in the world instead of repeating past lessons. This Kira knows what she's worth and what she's passionate about, and is more determined than anything to fulfill her life goals. Also, I want to give her more time to sing, live on stage and all that. Because those were some of the best parts of Dino Thunder, and I think it should be properly represented in the comics. It'll also give me an excuse for fun extra stuff outside the comic book itself. And Kira's music makes the most sense, don't you think? I'm sure Trent wouldn't mind listening to some of Kira's tunes. Oh yeah, Trent. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Trent is by far the easiest character to think of plots for. As the evil ranger turned good whose dad is responsible for the big bad guy, there is so much there that I could tap into. Honestly, he's the kind of character that almost writes himself. But I won't let him. No. That'd be way too easy. I go out of my way to try and get new and creative with the others, yet here I leave Trent of all characters out to dry? No shot! So what do I do with Trent? At this point in the narrative, he's already well over his whole evil phase. Of course, I could tackle the guilt of lying to his friends, but that'll be more of a footnote development. Ah! Perfect! You see, my friends, the thing that separates Trent from the other Rangers is that he never had a choice in being a Ranger. So yeah, at the episode where we're supposedly starting from this, he had some stuff about, oh, being a Ranger is the best thing that ever happened to me, yeah! What if that was lip service, though? What if he was lying? For you see, unlike the others who all took the call to arms knowing full well what they were getting into, Trent was forced into it. Well, baby, it's time to process. Time for Trent to reevaluate his decisions and if he really wants to be a Power Ranger. Is he a hero at heart, or does he just want to make amends for his sins? Which is it, and if he chooses wrong, could he ever be happy with that choice? Will Mezagog ground him for said wrong choice? Oh yeah, Mezzadaddy. Easily the creepiest original villain designed in PR. Do not at me, Zed fans. You will lose. Anywho, what to do with the Lizard Man? Screw it. He already has a pretty badass backstory and goal as a villain. All I need to do now is raise his stocks. Now that he's separate from Anton Mercer, his prisoner, we'll make Mezagog a frontliner in battles. And he will be a force to be reckoned with. Like, dude is strong enough to contend with Connor's battleizer form single-handedly and come out on top. That kind of badass who eats damage raw and dishes it right back out without breaking a sweat. A monster on and off the battlefield, like a real juggernaut. Now, since this is the case, one would ask, why doesn't he just beat the Rangers once and for all? And to answer that, you must look to the core of Power Rangers. Well, yes, I did just say that Mezagog could beat a full-power Connor. He can't beat a full-power team. You see where I'm getting at here? When the Rangers are together, they're nigh unstoppable. and Mezagog knows this. He's every bit as schemer as he is powerful. He does not make a move unless victory is assured, unless there is a goal to obtain. Whether the Rangers know it or not, every battle leads them further into the palm of his scaly hand. And my, what a devilishly evil plot he has. I think. Which you can find out for yourselves in issue 1 of Boom Studios Power Rangers DINO Thunder, in stores 2027, written by me and drawn by... Oh yeah, an artist is needed too. Well look, there's not a lack of artists in and out of the industry who could do this comic justice. Literally, just look at Twitter! Scroll through some artist pages and hundreds have the chop to do something terrific with the right script. The talent and skill of modern day artists is simply mind-blowing. I can already picture dozens who can perfectly catch the weight, the movement, and the hype of what I've imagined for these characters. Insane maneuvers, crazy martial arts choreography, that good-ass tokusatsu taste! With the fundamental understanding of flow and impact, the right artist could make this book something truly special. I would be freaking honored to work with any of them. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about side characters, didn't I? Well here, the script is getting kinda long, so just know that I'm well aware of them, and I have plans. Awesome plans. No important character in DINO Thunder left behind. Oh, and I also want the Zords to talk and have personalities. Why? Because Alba Ranger did it, and it was freaking awesome. That's why. And I will be pushing my sentient dinosaur Zord agenda the entire time. I don't care how I have to do it. You all can't stop me. Am I getting carried away? Maybe. Who cares? I'm the writer. I have the power. Sorry about that. And from then, we'll have an ongoing story about the Rangers doing their best to save the world, about Mezagog's plans to follow in the footsteps of his idol, Sauron, and Zeltrax's mission of vengeance. There's so many more on the way that I have cooking on secret Google Docs that I'll never see the light of day. Honestly, I'm a little embarrassed over how much thought I put into this one, considering the likelihood of me getting to write it is, not the best. But, well, if you're a writer, you know how these things go. When the inspiration hits, it just hits. Speaking of, it's hitting me more right now, so I'm gonna go write while it lasts. This has been JT. I want to make a DINO Thunder comic book. And after this, I hope you all see the vision. I want to give these characters my all in writing for them, and their journeys yet to come. But it's been fun, y'all. Signing off. Like, sub, you know the drill. See you folks in the next video! Is that a fucking comment?